All right, guys, this is part 4, probably the final one, telling my story about when I died this year on the solstice and was reborn into a new lifetime, but without having to go through the veil of forgetting. And Spirit calls this dying while being alive. So, all right, I'm just going to dive right in. Watch the other videos if you're confused. And I'll do a little energy channeling at the end as well. So, all right, so I'm on a medicine journey. Spirit's like, pay attention because you're literally going through the tunnel of death right now. So I'm going through, and I'm sort of having second thoughts as I'm going because I feel that this is very real. And the way I perceived it was just this sort of like purpley blue net that was a tunnel, like it was 3-dimensional, and net was on all sides of the tunnel. Like I'm going through the middle of a funnel or a spider web. And I can tell that I'm passing from one lifetime into another. And it's actually not a big deal. You know, I thought it would be, maybe it's more I've been working on it for a while. They showed me that I've been working on this process for like the last 11 years. So this is probably why it was very gentle, because I wasn't like clawing, holding on to anything, or, you know, I was like, okay, we're going. So I sort of slid through into the new life, and then in the morning after my journey, Spirit was explaining stuff to me, and they were like, surprise, this is your new birthday, which means that you have a whole new astrological chart. Like there are new influences on you. Your temperament is different. Your consciousness is different because you're in a new mind, because the mind is part of this series of bodies that we're just sort of flowing in and out of down here on Earth. So I'm going to give you some examples of how I'm different and how I'm having to get used to this. So I used to be a Pisces, and now I'm a Cancer, which is similar but different, because now instead of all this mutable energy, I have this like cardinal energy making me feel like more of a leader. Like instead of sort of a formless ocean, I'm like a river and I got places to be, you know? Instead of a Virgo moon, I'm a Taurus moon. So now I definitely am feeling more feminine and more stubborn because there's fixed energy. And I was mutable. I still have Gemini energy. I'm a Gemini cusp, but now I'm Aquarius rising. So now there's more fixed energy, where before I had Gemini, so I was like triple mutable. So I spent my entire last lifetime feeling a little off kilter. In a way that I had to deal with and kind of make coping strategies around. I felt kind of unsure of myself, changeable. I had a masculine consciousness, but that masculine consciousness was pretty gay and pretty feminine. So that's why I was very non-binary. I was very much in the middle, kind of flowing between feminine and masculine, like very gender fluid. And now my chart is feminine, more feminine. And I feel that in the way that I'm dressing and interacting. And this is weird because it's literally an energy flow that I've entered into. And my nails are harder now and keep growing long, whereas they just like couldn't do that in my last lifetime. I just cut these off. They're back. So just like weird things like that. But also I'm stubborn as fuck now in ways that I wasn't before. I'll do something wrong, but I'll be like, I didn't kill nobody though, so you know what? I'm not even sorry. Like, I'm not sorry about stuff, whereas before I was very much struggling against my people-pleasing tendencies and habits. And something else that's new and troubling for a minute is that I'm not married to my husband anymore because I died. So that contract is null and void as far as Spirit is concerned. So I'm legally married to Alex, but he's been downgraded to my boy toy, and we're living in sin. And he actually loves that. He thinks that's really funny. He doesn't understand what the fuck is going on with me yet. We've been fighting a little because I am stubborn now. And I'm like, I'm not sorry. And I'm waiting for your apology. You know what I mean? So there's a learning curve. I'm still figuring out what I like and what I don't like too, because I am legitimately in a different lifetime with a different mind. But underneath it all, like I said before, I'm still the doctor, so a lot of things are the same. Like, apparently being bisexual is just what I am. That doesn't change. Uh, yeah, no matter what, I'm the goddess. But now I'm more the goddess than ever. Very interesting stuff. I'll be doing more videos because there's a lot to talk about. The spirit wants us all to be exchanging. But I'll do a little energy channeling right now for y'all from the Most High, the God Goddess. Here you go. By the way, even this is coming out softer but stronger, which is very much how I feel. Softer but way stronger. All right, y'all. That's it for now. I love you so much. Talk to you soon.